Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Dandy TV, where I'm joined by European, World and Commonwealth gold medal winning athlete Iwan Thomas. Shall we high five?
High five it.
We're going to shake hands.
I nearly went for the traditional gentleman's.
This is cooler, I've been told.
Way cooler.
Listen, we've got the best of your jokes and he's going to get Dan-terrogated. But first, before all of that, time for the Dandy News. Thanks very much, Chris. We start with the story that 4,000 wigs were stolen from a factory in Middlesex. Police are combing the area. Sports news now, and Andy Murray has said to be disappointed that no one seems to like his serve. He said in an interview, "Everyone keeps returning it." A man who stole an X-ray machine from a hospital has been arrested. Police said they saw right through him. And business news now, and it's been a hard week for the high street as an origami store folded and a blender manufacturer has been liquidated. That's it for this week. Back to you, Chris. Right, now obviously there's a lot of pressure in competing at the highest level. How did you cope with that?
That was one of the areas I quite enjoyed, actually. I think unless you're up against a Michael Johnson or a Usain Bolt, someone who's clearly that much more talented, it's pretty much a mind game. So you can actually get inside your competitor's mind without being a horrible person. You can eyeball them when you're warming up, and you know, I used to listen to music that would really pump me up and get me fired up for a race. And I'd let my competitors know that I'd fired up as well. I'd walk around, I'd pace up and down, and I'd stare them out. So I used to like the psychology side of it and the nerves. I mean, nerves are a good thing. We all get scared in life, be it an exam or, you know, a sports day, whatever you do, you get nervous, and that causes adrenaline, and that's actually really good. You should use that for your advantage, and it gives you an extra few % on performance, so nerves is good. You just got to not let the nerves overtake your emotions, just control it. And remember, you're nervous, everybody around you is going to be nervous, just don't let them see it.
Exactly. Well, listen, if you love nerves and you love pressure, you're going to love this. It's time for you to be Dan-terrogated.
Iwan Thomas, are you ready for your Dan-terrogation?
I'm ready.
What was the best thing about being a child?
Everything, running around, having bags of energy, having no bills to pay, and just hanging out with your mates.
If you could be any animal, what would you be and why?
I'd be a hawk, just so I could fly around and I could poo on anyone who's annoyed me over the years. And you can get places quicker. There's no traffic, no congestion charge. You just zip it there.
What advice would you give a 10-year-old?
Enjoy your life, because it's downhill from there, lad. Well, lass, doesn't get any better. 10 is the best age ever.
What football team do you support?
Well, this is a bit dodgy for me. I actually support Southampton, but my childhood team was Spurs. My dad used to take me there as a kid, but I've lived in Southampton since '96, so I'm a season ticket holder, so yeah, Saints. What
was your favourite subject at school and why?
PE was my favourite subject at school because once again you didn't have to use your brain really, and you could just run around and burn off all that energy, and I was good at it.
What's your favourite video game?
Favourite video game? I might go old school, like Donkey Kong or something like that, yeah.
What was the most trouble you got into as a kid?
Well, I was a bit naughty as a kid. I got in a couple of bits of trouble with the law. Not really bad, actually it was quite innocent, but where my parents lived, there's this massive lake, and one day it was frozen over and me and my mates were breakdancing on it, and a police car had gone past on the A14 and seen these two idiot kids backspinning, and I got a ride home in the police car and got a swift telling off.
If you could have one superpower, what would it be and why?
Superpower, only one. Can't I be a Superman and have all of it?
Only one.
Okay, well I'd be able to fly. Once again, I just think it's so cool, isn't it? You might phone you up and you say, yeah, I'll be there in a minute. And literally, you would be. So I'd fly. Although I wouldn't mind as X-ray vision. At times, that would be pretty decent. But if I had to pick one, fly.
What job did you want to do growing up?
I always wanted to be a stuntman when I was really young. Then I wanted to be a policeman. Then it went back to being a stuntman. And well, I suppose it's never too late. I still like to chuck myself around a bit, but yeah.
If you could only eat one food forever, what would it be?
One food forever, and I don't need the nutritional goodness from it, so I could say burger then, burger.
What is your favourite dandy character?
Banana Man.
Can you touch your nose with your tongue?
No, no.
What's the weirdest noise you can make?
Oh, there's people around, I don't know. I'm pretty good at a sheep noise, I don't know if that's good or not. Mah, mah. Any animal, I'm not bad at animal noises, but I don't know if that's a weird noise. It doesn't really come in very useful, but yeah.
Iwan Thomas, you have been Dan-terrogated.
Thank you.
How was that?
Scary. You're quite intimidating, actually.
That is the essence of the Dan-terrogation, but well done for making it through.
Thank you.
Now, a few more questions for the marathons. Firstly, it's a long race. Do you know where you're going, or you just sort of follow everyone else?
I follow everyone else. But believe it or not, there's a blue line on the road showing you the shortest route. Because over 26.2 miles, if you don't take the racing line, like tight around the corners, you'll end up running about 30 miles, I reckon.
Oh.
Or maybe not that much, but quite a bit more. So
Horrendous.
I try and follow people who look fit, and I follow them. And that's my little tactic as well. When I'm a little bit tired, without coming across a bit weird, I will look at a pretty girl or so in front of me and I'll aim for her. I'll think, right, by the time I get to that next lamppost, I'll catch her up, then I'll see someone else. And it's my own little sort of dating race.
That is amazing. And with that in mind, obviously, you've said it's a long race. Could be 30 miles perhaps. You're going to need a wee at some point. What you doing here? You need a wee.
This time I got round all right, but last year I did have to stop. Now, there are portaloos along the way, but when you're running and you're tired, you don't really want to have to stop because your legs, once you stop, don't want to start. So there's a secret little tunnel somewhere in the London Marathon. I won't say where, but there are no cameras allowed in there. And you'll find quite a few people using that to their advantage to have a little quick relieve themselves, a little break.
I think I own a property in that tunnel, which explains a huge amount. Now listen, final question. Do you prefer short or long distances?
Oh, short, by miles. It's over quicker.
Yeah.
And it looks better. You know, you can get henched down the gym, and you know, which if you're a long distance runner, you've got to be small and petite and slight.
Yeah.
I'd rather be like over quick.
Great. Now listen, do you want to hear a joke? It's probably the best joke you'll ever hear.
Yeah, come on.
What's the fastest vegetable in the world, Ewan?
I don't know.
Runner bean. It's sort of like a runner. See if you can do better. Time for your jokes.
What's Batman and Robin run over by a truck? Fat man and ribbon.
The snowman says to the other snowman, can you smell carrots?
Why did Tigger let down the toilet? Because he was looking for food.
So Ewan, it's been an absolute pleasure. If any of the kids watching want to get involved in running, what should they do?
Firstly, get involved because it's such a great sport. You learn a lot of self-discipline, and I was fortunate to travel the world and make a living out of something I loved doing as a kid. And there's so many clubs out there. Wherever you live, there'll be a local athletics club. Tuesday and Thursday nights, that'll be club night. Go into British Athletics website. You can just find out where the nearest coach will be to you, and it's quite an inexpensive sport to start. You just need a pair of trainers, some tracksuit bottoms, t-shirt, off you go.
And a couple of nice ladies. Brilliant. Listen, let's do that. I've heard it's cool. Boom. We'll see you next time. Bye.